Remember, please hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go.
Hi everyone, today's Wednesday, October the 22nd, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. Volume continues to drift down in the markets over the last couple of days, and momentum stays fairly solid on the bid side, meaning that we are still buying the dip. We are still caught in a box of inventory accumulation that essentially begins at around 67.60. For the E-mini S&P, that's going to be the line in the sand today. Are we holding that edge? If we do not, we're going to stair-step down into what I suspect is the low volume node event somewhere around 67.40. We've got support and resistance also at around 67.49. So it could be that we dance around this bracket a little bit. We are in a wait state, folks. And, I did put a line out in the sand yesterday when I was talking with some folks on a webinar. And I said, I think we've got the top for a little bit. Not that we won't break out, but my suspicion is for the next couple of weeks we might be caught here in this particular box waiting on the Fed, and if they would ever come to some sort of agreement on the Hill and get back to the business of running the country. All right, so what do we have as the top end? I thought it would be around 67.84. The wicks are now moving us up into 6789. That still looks like a topping formation. To me, we're in a wide range, and interestingly, today is Wednesday, and it marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trading days caught in the move of October the 10th. So this move was quite sizable. We have wicks all over the place, deep dips or buys, line in the sand formations. If they break, we could have ourselves a move up to 67.92 and then 6800 and then the breach of 6800, which of course we know is that call wall. So we want to be careful about anything that happens up there. I would say if it starts looking like it's going to break out, get out of Dodge. Just get out of Dodge. 0 DTE put wall is 6,700. The call resistance and the call walls for 0 DTE are all sitting at 6,800. The put wall for the weeklies and monthlies way down here at 6,500. Those are not moving. We shall see. I still think we're caught in this very wide box. Notice we've got a big 4-hour candle, and that number is probably the one we want to watch. The top and bottom, 67.90 and 67.60. That's what we're staring down today. Those are the ledges to build in the NQ. Just be patient. Let the trade come to you. I put that Stanley Druckenmiller clip in there for us to realize that truly this is all a confidence game, right? Most of us know exactly what we need to do. Those of us that are learning, we get a feel for what's right and what holds, but we have to be willing to slow down and listen to what the market is telling us. I'm not trying to sound like a market whisperer or anything, but you know what I'm saying. Be still. Learn to still your minds. All right, as we take a look at the NQ, call wall, 0 DTE wall, both the same, 25,400. It confirms this thought of mine that says, essentially we're in a topping formation here. Although we could just move sideways, work off some whatever, and then rocket to the north, right? The market does have quite a bid to the north in general. All right, so where are we caught and where are they building inventory? Well, for the last 3 days, they've been building inventory between 25,200 excellent buy zone, and 25,350. Excellent potential sell zone. So the market could move into the put support line at 25,130. That's for the 0 DTE. Trend is up, momentum is up, but we're caught landlocked. And that's because there are a lot of things that are unknowns in terms of what we are doing. So we just have to not bet big and be quick, or we're going to be dead, right? This is reflexive motion. No place for you to build a position in one direction or another unless you are structurally working some angle. And that would be longs on the deep dips, shorts on the big spikes, and then you pay attention to the move upside if it happens to come in your general direction. All right? Volume continues to move down. Um, and that's what we are. That's, to me, this is what's very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. No decided people in the camp of which way to move. All right? So, potential buy zone, 25,200. Potential sell zone, 25,350. Looks like a great space. Expect rock fights at both sides. And we'll see what happens, right? I do want to slip into the YM because it did make an all-time high. We got a problem there with this craziness here. Let's close that off and then recenter. Well, what's this? All right, gamma lines. I thought I took those off. Oh, there we go. All right, so notice Friday's formation that everybody else is caught in. The Dow, not so much. All-time high by a couple of ticks yesterday. Why do I want to look at this? Well, we expect each index to actually follow the other. And so when we look at the group of indices, we see a divergence here with the YM. And we know that the YM is how foreign divestment creeps into the market first, right? They go to the big guns. And so here they are. My thought is the loss of 47,080 sends us back down into the box. I do not know if this was a long action event that was created by a squeeze to get short, but still looks a little toppy to me. Strong momentum, but declining volume. And so that is a mixed message to me, and mixed messages make me go, maybe you ought to sit down and do nothing until it resolves. And so the resolution event is not until we get above 47,250 in my mind. And so that will be the number to watch. Okay, let's go to gold. As you know, been short gold for a hot minute. Let's stare down. Topping formation, 4 hour, right? We know this. We've been watching for this. Now we're looking for the stair step down into heavy congestion. Take a look. Why did I draw this in the first place? It's a wave of motion that carries a tremendous amount of pressure. And have a look-see. That's where we're bouncing right now. The open of that candlestick at 4,034, right? Now, what's happening? We're in this box of inventory accumulation. Let me draw it out. This box gives us a move somewhere between 4,080 and 4,000, just to, whatever, right? Old resistance, new support on the last breakout structure of inventory is pretty messy at 4,000. I think we're trapped between probably around 4,000 and, whoops, let me lock this. Hang on. Oh, come on, Fred. Properties. Lock. All right. So we are caught in this box, and this line in the sand of accumulation, I think we're caught between 4,060 based on old support, new resistance in this box, all the way down to 4,000 and potentially 3,960. This is my thought, okay? Prepare for the rock fight here. No doubt about it, my friends. It is going to be a rock fight. Now, notice momentum. Still aggressively heavy. Gold is in every news space. So what's going on with gold? Biggest drop since whatever. Don't even think about what's going on with gold. Just look, right? Inventory accumulation, distribution. Inventory accumulation, distribution. So old habits probably going to reassess themselves right here. Dips are buys, but you want to get out of Dodge if you're trying to buy a dip and it comes into 4,060. Do not, my friends, short the lows here. Listen, as you know, I think gold is going to fade into this point of control region, right? But I'm not going to go, hey, I'm just shorting it. It's head down. Don't do that. Watch the rhythm. If we close the day up over 4,100, we're in the middle of a reflexive move that should take us back to 4,200, okay? They are going to want to try to buy the dip. And that is just super important for us to think about. Don't get yourself caught on the wrong side of this simply because your bias is telling you X, Y, or Z. Just look at the formations. That's all. Just look at the formations. And right now, they're buying around that 4,020, 4,030, and they are selling at around 4,060, right? Anticipate motion. Look at this. Incredible outsized pressure. So bounces probably going to give us sell zones, but look at the size of these wicks. And this moved at the pre-market, in the pre-market at the open from 4,020 literally all the way up to 4,175. That's a big move, friends. It's big. So you want to be careful, okay? Just pay attention. Pay attention. All right. Let's finally go to SPY. Let's see what's happening. Sideways formation, still in the potential double top, still inside of Friday's candlestick from 2 Fridays ago. We lose 670. Watch for the first test to the upside. The bounce that fails at 671. Let's see where this number is. Why is it not letting me get here? Let's remove it. And then let's put another one up there. Clone. There's the box, right? You can see it. Old resistance over here. 673. It's a great area to think about a short. If it gets past 674, probably need to get out, right? Because that could be easily a breakaway formation. We want to be very cognizant of what's going on. Moving averages are up to flat. We're dancing around the VWAP. That gives us a zone. Stay alert, everyone. Just stay alert, all right? Take care. I'll see you on the streams. Well, it's Wednesday, So it'll be light, but I'll see you soon.